He's all yours.
I'm not touching that thing. I don't want to get AIDS.
I don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Devaney, so I'll let these guys do it.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we are hopping back into Dexter Original Sin with episode number 4. It's been fun to revisit all these characters, see a lot of context that we didn't necessarily get to get from the flashbacks from season 1 and onward, of course. We've been continuing on with the Laura Moser story. I was kind of talking about how I wanted a little bit more Doris in there just because we didn't get too much of her in the original, and I think this is a good opportunity to kind of include maybe a little bit of story for her. Dexter is now working in the department as an intern. He took out another person, dumped them in pretty much the same place, body, and then there was like the ring and the jewelry and the hand came up. Potential issue there. I don't know if we're going to be addressing that right away or if that's going to be a later in the season type of thing, but going to come back to bite him like he was saying early on when he first took the trophy. LaGuerta was reintroduced. It's going to be interesting to see what she brings to the table in this kind of context. I was talking last time as well in the closing thoughts about the dynamic with her and Harry and how that might have translated into the dynamic between her and Deb later on. Let's roll it. Like I'm saying, killing it with the soundtrack here. But it's weird the way that they're playing with the titles, you know? Switching up the background, switching up whether there's blood in it or not. Oh, they killed him. Sad to see. It didn't seem like we got a message. Maybe we haven't been told about it. I don't know.
We have no further information.
No more questions. Sorry, folks. Stay away from the fucking press.
Really? I get the concern, but Maria's a player in that game. Yeah, I guess his thing against kids is because, you know, it happened to him as a kid.
I was just looking at the body and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe.
Nothing is harder than seeing your first murdered kid. What you're feeling? It's normal.
Right. And like already, we can see, you know, he's not in the box.
You've got to be fucking shitting me.
What?
My dad took the truck to work. He promised I could use it today.
How are we gonna get the team to the beach?
Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really can't. I'm not feeling it, you know? It just sounds like they're reading lines to me. But, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, you okay? I don't know why this one did this to me.
Boy about my age caught a stray bullet right outside my house, just riding his bike. I'll never forget that feeling.
It's going to be another case.
Talking always helps.
What are you, 12?
No, I'm 20.
Let's see what you can do.
I wonder when she starts to get some ulterior feelings for him. Strangled. Fell, yeah, track marks. Drug related.
The victim was strangled, but not from behind. The killer faced him. Wanted to feel the death of the victim.
It's interesting we're getting those perspectives, you know. Seeing how Dexter sees, yep, tell on it.
It would take a while for LaGuerta to appreciate my particular set of skills.
He's all yours.
I'm not touching that thing. I don't want to get AIDS.
Oh, was this around that time?
In '92, AIDS became the top killer for U.S. men aged 25 to 44, and by '94, it was the leading cause of death for everyone in that age range.
Yeah, lots of dehumanization in this.
Hey, ladies, need a lift? Yes. Oh my god.
You're gonna be like, not enough room.
First one off the wall.
We need a Regina George school bus.
We're all out of room. Guess our captain is gonna have to.
There's one waiting right there.
Cruising on down Main Street.
Terrorists.
I'm probably being paranoid, but I just want to triple check.
As far as our records are concerned, Dexter was never in that shipping container.
Definitely made Dexter angry when he found out about that. We'll cover up.
No, since when does Harry fucking Morgan second guess anything?
Catching those feelings.
Look, I noticed something between the two of you.
The fuck does that mean?
It's pretty clear.
I can't go out today.
Whoa, no, slow down.
What about your neighbors?
They won't watch Brian anymore. They say he's too much to handle.
Already had some tendencies early on, huh? Maybe.
I'll watch them.
I want you to show them how you two can be good boys, okay?
Even the casting for like the little kids, very similar looking.
Are we sure about this?
Just keep the TV off. No football, man. No beer.
What?
Just like that moment he was in the corner.
The boy was found hanging from a bridge in downtown.
Yeah, we still didn't get any reasons or anything. You know, they said the finger was the message, but there was nothing to that. So I have to think that maybe they were keeping something from them. Like they knew something that they weren't telling the police, or maybe the captain wasn't telling them something. I don't know.
I have to do something to someone. Do you have someone in mind?
They call him Mad Dog. A person of interest in over 24 mob-related murders in the 70s alone.
Like he's chilling out now. Maybe this is where the boat... No, because Harry already had the boat. Speaking of which, we haven't seen that. Slice of life.
Who better to fit the code?
I can't say yes unless I have some proof.
Proof of what? Oh, now that I'm captain of the volleyball team, I think I outrank you, Dad. What are you, just a sergeant?
She made it without... without all the rest.
If you two weren't so attached to the dick, maybe you'd actually have an idea of what was going on in my life. I can't believe you stiffed me on the truck today.
A child was found murdered hanging from a bridge today.
Well, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
You want something?
God!
I definitely feel for Deb, you know. Always so out of the loop. And then when she gets into the loop, well, we know how that went.
Can I help you?
My name's Doug. I'd love to charter your boat.
Tomorrow.
I have an address.
Yeah, still no masks, gloves, anything. Classic Dexter. But yeah, it would be very conspicuous with somebody with a mask walking up to an empty house, right? Hiding in plain sight, yeah.
It seemed Mad Dog was making the most of his retirement.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like he was kind of living it up. Maybe his pictures, the pictures he takes are the ones, like the victims. Not very meticulous, apparently.
He hadn't retired after all.
We know he was killed 8 to 10 hours before his body was strung up.
So he was killed elsewhere. Where? Do we have any leads?
No evidence to determine location.
I feel like they need to talk to Powell a little bit, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe they're just as clueless.
Nikki, just wait outside, okay?
All right, I'll be out in a minute, okay, buddy?
You need to take Nikki to soccer.
Jesus Christ, Becca, right now? I'm a little busy.
Too busy for your son.
It can be hard to have this kind of job and have a family, you know?
I was faithful to you. You're the one who blew up our family. You destroyed everything.
Sonic the Hedgehog. My dad got a special from...
Nice Sega Genesis, huh? Is it the Sega Genesis?
Nope, this here's the Game Gear. Although later versions would adopt that name from the console.
You ever play?
I'm just on the TV.
I got the top score in Dragon Ninjas at Pirates Arcade. You can find me under NAS.
Cool. Want a Twix?
I'm not allowed to have candy.
I can keep a secret if you can.
What a transition. In the recreation room.
Lake Kirsten. Building manager said he was gay. He kept to himself.
All right, Dexter.
This is blunt, but instead...
I guess this is not standard yet here.
Killer wanted to feel the life leave him. Wanted to look into the victim's eyes.
Like a hate killing, maybe? Either that or personal relationship.
You're saying it was personal?
I'm saying it was intimate.
Gay?
Yes. Gay.
Muy sexy. Your dad is gonna hate it.
I mean, he might not even pay attention to it. We'll see.
Set to testify in court.
Next Tuesday.
Reyes wasn't Mad Dog's last hit. He was his next.
You and your brother?
Yeah, sure is.
Was that the killing that he saw?
How'd you get past it?
We never really got the chance to.
He's the boy who was shot when you were a kid.
That's why I keep his picture here.
Yes, that's how he got in the habit of like getting therapy from all of his kills, you know? That's definitely a habit of his. Some bottle service. Who's buying bottles?
Come on, guys! It's Friday night! Let's go!
Bold move to steal a $300 bottle of Dom. Gotta head out. You wanna come with?
I can't ditch my friend.
Take my number.
A card? What are you, an accountant?
Maybe another American Psycho reference. Very light one. Subtle off-white coloring.
The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God.
Mad Dog will kill Reyes at any moment. I have to do something. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no wonder it killed Harry. Just one thing after another. Taking the tails off salamanders.
I got your snacks. Where's your brother?
Ran off.
Ran off where?
Don't know.
Harry is horrible at like watching kids.
Dexter! Dexter! Dexter!
Thank God.
Oh, the salamanders.
I tried to save them.
Oh, you're safe.
Wow. Prolific.
Living the dream.
Wish I could get a boat like this. Gotta graduate college first.
Well, didn't he?
How'd you get into foreclosures?
Guy came at me with an opportunity.
Did you ever feel bad? All those people losing their homes. I'm sure not all of them deserved it.
Every person I foreclosed on deserved it.
Might be a situation where it's like Dexter, you know, just making it feel good. Yeah, left to her own devices. I'm not surprised she would be doing stuff like this.
That's your card?
Very good accountant.
Wonder if he's into some other stuff too.
A car phone? Does it work?
You tell me.
Hey, Dad, it's me. I'm sleeping over at Sophia's tonight. I'll see you tomorrow after school.
School.
Is that a problem?
Chris Hansen would have a field day. So it begins. Speedrunner dead.
Dad, it's me. See you tomorrow after school.
Deb, it's not even a good lie. How did it go with Hernandez?
He says Estrada knows about me, likes what I'm doing.
Natural. Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
Hey.
Almost made it. Almost made it. I'm just surprised we haven't gotten like more of Doris. That would make this whole situation even more kind of like tense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that Doris exists, but like if they had shown her more and like given us more dynamics between them, then the situation might have been more intense.
I wanted him to see the faces of the people he foreclosed on.
Oh, no plastic wrap over him. Oh, okay. Yeah, we never see him undressing people.
No! Dr. Clapton!
Maybe this will motivate him to get the M99. Something to ensure that they're out. Yeah. Ooh.
Shit.
All right, another pretty good episode. I have to say again, like, Deb and her friend, I'm not... Maybe it's the writing, maybe it's the dialogue that's not, like, hitting, but it's also just the delivery, you know? Because, like, even give a good actor, like, a bad script, and the actor might be able to pull it through it, you know? But a lot of this just feels flat, and it just feels like they're going down the list of lines and saying stuff, you know? No real emotion. That scene, there was one great emotional scene with Deb there when she was having that back and forth with Harry about the truck, and you know, she was like tearing up and stuff like that. That was pretty good. But as far as like the normal scenes go, yeah. But yeah, it seems like she's going to start her speed runs with men. Maybe this one will last a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll see. But we already know like how Deb was starting off in season 1, so we're probably going to be hopping back into that. And to be honest, I was kind of surprised that Deb didn't have a boyfriend at this point. The main case with the department with the judge's kid, unfortunately deceased. We still don't know why. Personally, I feel like we should be, you know, talking more to the judge about any potential things going on. Maybe the judge was supposed to like let somebody off and it didn't happen. Maybe that's something. But I just feel like there's just more to that story that we just don't know. Of course there is, you know, they're asking that same question. Not really too sure what to say about that, but it really affected Dexter, and I of course think that had to do with the trauma that he experienced as a kid, kind of translating into like kids being in danger, being a trigger for him. We did see him though get on the case and, you know, start to begin to make a name for himself in the department as somebody who is good at forensics, good at the job, and someone to listen to. We are also seeing LaGuerta. Of course, she is mad about not being put on the judge case, which I guess, you know, it makes sense. You know, she wants to be top of the top. Who knows what she's going to do? Maybe she'll do some maneuverings to get on top of that. We will see. But Harry and Laura had their first encounter this time around. And like I was saying during the reaction, I feel like if they wanted to do that like this and give us some kind of like emotional weight to the moment, then maybe they should have included Doris a little bit more in that story. Maybe like her being pregnant with Deb, seeing that interaction, stuff like that. That might have made that situation more heavy, because in this scenario, you know, if I was just watching this without thinking about any of the context, you know, without my mind going 1,000 different directions, but if I was just watching this, I'd be like, oh, you know, they've been like flirting and whatnot, going back and forth, and there was really no mention, like Harry didn't say anything about, oh, like I'm married, you know, or anything like that. So if I wasn't paying close attention and if I didn't know the background, then to me, I would have maybe kind of forgotten about the fact that, you know, Harry's married and they're trying to have a kid. They are, of course, having problems, and there is a lot of trauma back home from Junior's death. And the scenario just feels like, oh, you know, it's just the culmination of the feelings that they've been dancing around. You know, these are two single people, and, you know, no, it's not the case. It's a little bit more complicated than that. We are leaving things in a bit of a complication now because, of course, now that somebody else is involved with a hit and run, well, it might not be a run, but an accident where somebody was unfortunately killed, manslaughter, I think that would be. The police are probably going to be involved now. They're going to identify the guy. They're going to search the place, so Dexter might have to like run back and take all the plastic down and maybe shift some things, maybe take his DNA out, well, not DNA, but like take his fingerprints off stuff and do a lot of shifting, and that might be the beginning of what starts to lead us into the whole like ring situation. Anyway, that's all for now. If I have anything else, of course, I will leave it at the end here. If you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.